Is AMD finally ready to take the crown? For years, it's been David versus two Goliaths, Intel in the CPU space and Nvidia in the GPU arena, but with the AI revolution in full swing, the game has completely changed. Today, we're doing a deep dive into AMD. We've sifted through the earnings reports, analyzed the market trends, and weighed the geopolitical risks to answer one question: is AMD stock a golden opportunity for investors over the next 12 months? First, let's talk about why Wall Street is so excited about AMD. The bull case starts with the data center. For years, this was Intel's kingdom, but AMD's EPYC server processors have been relentlessly chipping away at that lead. In the first quarter of 2025, AMD captured a record 27% of the server market share. Why? More cores, better performance, and better energy efficiency. That's a combination that companies building out massive cloud infrastructure and AI factories just can't ignore. But the real game changer is AI. While Nvidia currently owns the AI space with its CUDA software, AMD is making an aggressive all-in push. Their new Instinct MI300X GPU is a monster, and major players like Microsoft, Meta, and Oracle are already signing up to use it. AMD is forecasting over $7 billion in AI chip revenue this year alone. Their strategy is brilliant. While Nvidia has a closed proprietary system, AMD is championing an open-source software platform called ROCm. This could attract developers who feel locked into Nvidia's expensive ecosystem. All this translates into a healthy-looking company. Record revenue in 2024, expanding profit margins, and a solid balance sheet give AMD the financial firepower it needs to keep investing and innovating. Okay, but it's not all smooth sailing. Let's look at the risks, because there are serious ones. The biggest challenge is spelled NVIDIA. To be clear, Nvidia is the king of the AI hill, with a staggering 90% plus market share in AI GPUs. Their CUDA software has been the industry standard for over a decade, creating a deep moat that is incredibly difficult to cross. AMD is the challenger here, and they have a tough fight ahead to win over developers and prove their software is ready for prime time. The second major headwind is geopolitics. US restrictions on selling high-end AI chips to China are already impacting AMD's bottom line, to the tune of a potential $1.5 billion revenue hit in 2025. And like almost every other major chip company, AMD is heavily reliant on a single manufacturer, TSMC, which is based in Taiwan. Any geopolitical instability in that region represents a massive risk to their entire supply chain. So, what's the verdict? Where could AMD stock be in the next 12 months? When you weigh the evidence, the growth story for AMD looks incredibly compelling despite the significant risks. The company is no longer just an alternative to Intel. It's a leader in critical areas of the server market. While catching Nvidia in AI will be a marathon, not a sprint, AMD doesn't need to win to be a fantastic investment. They just need to capture a meaningful slice of a market that is exploding in size. My take is this. The next 12 months for AMD will be defined by its execution in the AI space. The key catalyst will be the continued adoption of the MI300 series GPUs. If they can hit or exceed their AI revenue targets and show that their open software ecosystem is gaining traction, the stock could see significant upside. Analysts are generally bullish, with a consensus moderate buy rating and price targets that, on the high end, suggest a run towards the $200 mark. However, any stumbles in their AI ramp-up or escalating geopolitical tensions could just as easily pull the stock back. The story for AMD has shifted from being a value play to a high-growth narrative centered on AI. It's a higher risk, higher reward proposition than it was just a few years ago. As always, this is not financial advice. You have to do your own research. But AMD has positioned itself at the center of the two biggest trends in technology: data centers and artificial intelligence. It's a battle of titans, and it's going to be fascinating to watch. What do you think? Is AMD the best bet in semis right now? Let me know in the comments below. And if you got value from this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. Thanks for watching.